All right, we got Mark here. He just stopped in.
Hey.
You're the salesman.
I am the salesman.
For,
Peak8 Solutions.
Yes.
And I do rep for Agri-Eco Power, and that's why we're here today. We're going to wake up this 450 a little bit.
This destroyed mess.
Yes, I can see what
It
you're
was
going to be doing
beautiful
later.
yesterday morning, but it's pretty ugly now.
Well, you'll get to be able to work on that a little bit later today. We know what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. So we're basically out here again, Chet. We've had some good luck with doing some tunes with you in the past.
I think this is going to be the 6th one.
It is, yes. So that's always a good sign when we keep coming back to help you out. So it's all good.
After we did that 9420 RX, and that one was, so it all goes off of engine. So like this 450, you can go up about 45 horse. We talked about. Correct?
We can get up to about 10%. This thing is kind of at the higher end of where we're at right now.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny that you ask about that, because I spent a lot of time at some farm shows this year. And it was neat to talk to the people and answer their questions in a real personal type of deal. So first of all, number one, if you're looking for that Larson Farm discount, call me. It doesn't matter what state you live in, what county you live in, what city you live in, I can help you. And I'm at 320-491-1877, and I'm on that preferred vendor list on your website also.
Yep.
If people know how to get
Which
a
is
good contact.
always in our link.
Yeah. So you can get a hold of me in that way. So what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to dispel a couple myths of different things and how we do things. And then Adam's going to show up here in just a little bit, and we're going to run you through the tune process. I'm going to try to explain it the best I can as we go forward.
Yep.
So number one is we send a guy out to your farm. Obviously, everyone's seen the videos. That's what we do. So we're not going to have you send in your ECM or ECU, whatever you want to call it, and do all the parameter works and send it back to you. You got to rewire it, put it back in. None of that. We come back out. We take care of it. Usually in about an hour and a half, we're out of here. Sometimes sooner, sometimes later.
So you just plug the computer right in the tractor.
We do.
Redo the software.
In layman's terms.
Yep.
Now, another thing that we do that's really awesome is we have our 30-day money-back guarantee. So say we were doing a combine today. If you don't get it in the field till October, November, that's when your 30-day money-back guarantee starts. No questions asked. If you don't feel that it just didn't live up to your expectations, let us know. We'll come out.
You come out, take it off for free, even if it's got to go into the dealer and say you're under warranty, don't want it on there. They'll come out, take it off, tractor goes in, then come back out, put it back on.
Right.
All for free.
That's our lifetime guarantee, Chet. So if your fix-it guy comes out and they flash that ECM, they're doing an update, you lose that tune, we come back out, put it on for free. So it's those are a few things that I'd like to really get into. Now, you asked about really how we do it. We come up, we hook things up. So as people are going to see, Adam's going to show up today. And what he's going to do is he's going to jump in that tractor and he's going to download the programming off of that ECM. So when he does that, he's going to take and he's going to send that program over to the Czech Republic, believe it or not. So that's where our corporate headquarters are. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to take care of the parameters. Now, this is how we make sure our tunes are all done safely. And what I mean by that is these parameters of injector duration, air-to-fuel ratios, turbo boosts, on and on. I mean, we even talk to the transmission through our cam cables. So it isn't just increasing the fuel flow on these things. We make sure and get everything done safely, adjust these parameters. So these guys that are in Czech Republic, they get that program, they do all their stuff in there, and Adam's sitting up on the tractor, and they shoot that program back. He downloads it in, and away we go. You have a safe tune. Go ahead.
So it looks like we're just putting horsepower in, but there's a ton that goes into this.
Chet, I'm telling you, there is so much more that goes into it. Now, I'm going to get out what I call it my Saturday night chart here, Chet. And you'll see why that is, because my lines are so squiggly that it is.
Boy.
This is a dandy right here. So this was a John Deere 8335R.
Yep.
Okay? So foot-pounds of torque before, horsepower before. You can see at 1,800 RPMs, That's what we call our sweet spot, where that torque and horsepower are connecting. So we did the tune. After that, you could see where our torque is up, horsepower is up, and our sweet spot has actually gone back to 1,700 RPMs. So when people ask about this, and this is lately what's really been going on, is people say, I don't even need the torque and horsepower, but that fuel efficiency is crucial. So when we get done with our parameters, we're actually running you less RPMs, more horsepower, more torque, and your fuel efficiency is going to come in there probably by about 10 to 18%, 3 to 5 gallons per hour. So we actually had, Adam will tell you, he did one S680 combine that they have increased their fuel efficiency by over 20%. So when you're talking fuel prices of what they are right now,
$4.
it's huge. Well, even I saw $5 in some with diesel.
Yeah.
So not only more horsepower, more torque, you're running cooler, and you're getting better fuel efficiency. So kind of in a nutshell, that's how we do things, and these parameters are what make the tune safe. And if there's any questions, just give me a call. I can run you through this personally. I could, whatever you want to do, again, just contact me and let me know. Now, we've done 6 of these for you. Can you tell them what your thoughts are?
The biggest one that I will say is that 9420, when we tuned that baby and added 100 horse to it safely, because same engine as a 520, so we brought it from 420 to a 520.
Yeah.
And when he was out here, put it in, and he made it to the other end of the field, and I radioed Dad, and he's like, all I hear is turbo now. So it went from a dog 7 miles an hour planting to pulling the planter at 10 miles an hour.
Without a problem.
Yeah.
And you were saving fuel too. Now, did you notice a different, like when you're in the field unloading, the different power that you were able to get?
It just basically, for that one on a grain cart, it don't pull besides, 2,000 bushels pulling.
Right.
The unload system is no problem.
Gotcha.
That's no
Right.
problem there. But
Well, yeah, so when Adam's going to come out here, which is going to be really cool. Again, Adam's a good guy, and what I've just explained to you, we'll kind of walk you through that as Adam is doing it, and he's downloading off of that ECU or ECM. We'll explain that kind of as it goes a little bit. But
okay.
What are your thoughts?
I'm excited.
All is good.
This is going to be on the Pro Force again, so that extra 50 horse will help.
It will. One of the things that I've noticed also is a lot of people will say, geez, I'm only getting 8% to 10% more. Is that really a big deal? People, I'm telling you, it is
we did the
huge.
floater, and I think all we added was 25 horse.
Yeah.
And that was a big difference.
It is. And the best part about this is that money back guarantee. If you don't feel it's worth it, then we'll come out, take it off, and send you a check. So
He has to get his pillow case off his pillow to get all the money out, send it back to you.
Yeah, that's right. It's a coffee can in the backyard.
There you go.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. We'll wait for Adam to show up, and then let's wake this thing up.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, let's do it.
So we got Adam here. You maybe recognize him from farm shows. He's always at the booth.
So let's today we'll measure the time. So let's see how much time it will take us to do this one. Okay.
Yep.
First of all, we have to hook up here. OBD port. Okie dokie. Okay, so now we have to select the proper protocol to connect to the ECU of this vehicle. Protocol in this case is 370. We monitor the voltage here. Well, if it drops below 12 and we are doing something in the ECU, that's bad. So we better have a charger hooked up.
Which we got the battery charger hooked up to maintain power level.
Yeah. Okay, the ignition is on.
So basically what the software does is it just copies what the ECU
we
is.
kind of read it. So we got it identified. The program has identified it, and we start reading. So it shouldn't take long.
So we're downloading the software right now, Adam.
That is correct. Yes. There's a bar here that shows us how fast it goes. The legend says that the more you look at it, the faster it goes. But Some still believe in it.
Is this like buffering when you're on Netflix and it's 99% and it
Yeah.
takes longer for that 1% to get through?
Yeah, that's the one. Well, actually, it's better because initially it says 7 minutes, and then after 2.5, you're done.
Now, Adam, on a usual basis with something like this is going to be a rather quick download and upload that we're going to be doing, correct?
Well, it depends on the type of piece of machinery. Usually, it's that fast as you can see. It's 2 minutes, but sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, but it shouldn't exceed that. And then we'll be doing the writing process, which usually by default is a bit longer. But we'll see. I don't know with this one how much it would take, but roughly 3 times longer than reading.
So basically, you're downloading right now. Then you're going to be sending it over to the Czech Republic for them to write that program.
Yes.
And then they'll send it back. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. So it comes in the form of a file that we save on the hard drive, and that's it. And we just have to follow the instructions here, which will ask us to turn the ignition off. So the first part of the process is done inside 7 minutes. And now we have to create an order in the system. So we have to send that file to our IT guys in the Czech Republic so that they can start working on it.
So if I beg, will you let me put it on a dyno?
You want to put it on a dyno? Well,
Mark says that we'll break it.
Well, the dyno is it will not be accurate because we are going to tune it up to over 500 horse. So. We might try, but well, we have insurance, so we should be all right.
Oh yeah, that's what insurance is for, making YouTube videos.
But it will not be accurate because it will. We can only.
You're gonna exceed the
limitations. Yes, the limitations of that dyno. It has a sensor that will shut it off once it reaches a certain temperature. But we don't want to also put too much,
strain on it.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
So how are we doing on time? We just got the
it's 25th minute.
20.
And we already have the software. Well, we did some talking in the meanwhile, of course. So. Okay. Well.
Mark likes to talk.
Oh yeah.
So we are now. You downloaded it back from them,
yes.
And we're now reinstalling it back into the
That's
ECU.
Correct. Yes, it's the same way we
removed it.
Yeah, well, we took it off. We read it. It's the same. Yeah, identify the ECU. How it goes.
And we did this one, or we did the green tractor actually in the field.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a controlled environment.
Of course. Well,
but we did that one. Literally shut the planter off. Did it. Yeah. Half hour, 45 minutes, and he was back planting.
And we can do that. If people are busy with combining and such forth, we can go right out to the field, and usually within an hour, we can have you back up running and you're ready to go. Mm-hmm. So we can absolutely make that work.
We are limited by 2 factors, really. In the internet, we need to be able to hook up to the internet, to the wireless, so we need to have coverage. And sometimes, and it's not the case with this tractor because we really didn't have to hook it up to the battery since the reading and writing process is so fast, but some pieces of equipment require a longer writing process, and then having the battery charger hooked up is absolutely crucial. So always the internet, and sometimes we really need the battery charger.
I think what we did on the green one is we just pulled up the pickup with a jumper cable and
right. Yeah, it had
vehicle.
that, and then plus you use the hotspot on the phone for the internet. So there's always a way to make it work.
Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, 27 minutes and 40 seconds done.
We'll hold you to that.
Done, Brody. You like his accent?
Made in Poland.
Made in Poland.
Well, that was rather quick. So you're done.
Yep. That's it.
And it has awoke.
Yeah. Well, we can test drive it, or not. It doesn't. We don't have to. But yeah, the writing process, the programming process is finished.
Perfect. That's what we were looking for.
Sweet.
here, we can unhook everything.
All right, she's done. She's ready to go work. Should be just over 500 horsepower now, which is maxing out the engine's horsepower. So like they said, we were very skeptical about tuning equipment just because of, you know, what's it going to do down the drivetrain. But we have had zero trouble with that. I highly recommend tuning your equipment if you're in lack of horsepower. Honestly, their sales pitch is, you know, like our 420 quad track. If you were, or RX, if you were to buy that new, buying the 420, you're better off buying that, putting this tune on there, getting you to 520 than buying the 520. You'll save, if you're buying it new, probably like $20,000-$30,000. So that's why we weren't scared to buy a 420, knowing it was probably undersized, because we'll just throw a tune on there, wake it up a little bit. So if you're interested in all, go check out the link in the description, find out what Mark's all about, and they can come to your farm and anywhere in the US and get you hooked up. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.